First of all, I want to acknowledge what a miracle it is that we're here together tonight. I'm like out of breath.
It's like how I imagine marathon runners feel at the end of a marathon is exactly what we experienced.
It's 9:02 p.m. We were supposed to start the podcast at 7. We spent from 7:30 until about 10 minutes ago fiddling around with this mother fucking software. Like it's GarageBand. Why is that so hard? I just wanted to use 2 microphones.
I know.
I said in the last podcast, I was like, oh, I only have 1 mic because I'm cheap. And then I was like, oh, I want to commit to this. I'm going to order another one. I did.
Mm-hmm. She did.
Now guess what I'm fucking using. And I don't even know what this is going to sound like. So I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones, but I guess that this is it.
Okay.
That just came to me.
You were born to be a podcaster. Also, for anyone who's listening to the audio recording, she is using a iPhone as her mic.
Anyway, welcome to I Guess This Is It. A podcast where girls like you and me can talk about getting fucked up and fucked over in New York City. I would like to welcome to the podcast today one of my besties, Dylan Foster.
Hey Grace.
Hi, I'm so happy that you're here with
me.
I'm
so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh my God, please. I knew that I wanted you to be a guest on my podcast early on because I think that we share like 2 halves of the same brain. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because we've only become really close friends very recently.
Like, and very quickly, too.
Yeah.
Which I have really enjoyed.
Me too, but it also makes me wonder, like, what have I been doing for the past 4 years? Because we're in the same theater program. Mm-hmm. We have every reason to, like, have hung out before.
I know.
And we just
haven't run in the same circles, weirdly enough. But let the record show, I've wanted to be your friend for a long time. I've always thought you were very cool.
That is so kind.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel the same way about you.
Cool.
I thought for a while that you were like one of the scary theater people.
What? I thought you were one of the scary theater people.
Oh.
Wait, in what way do you mean?
I mean like that you were like really serious about your craft and like
oh God.
like super like I didn't know that you like to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People say that about me. Like, my boyfriend says that, that when he first met me, he thought I was, like, very intense and very, like, into the art form.
Yeah.
I don't take myself that seriously.
I think it's just because you have, like, a very, like...
I wear a lot of black turtlenecks.
Yeah.
That could be why.
I'm gonna just get closer to you.
Okay.
Hey.
I love to be intimate.
You do wear a lot of black turtlenecks. I actually admire your fashion very much. I think it's super cute.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Dylan wears like a lot of pink and bows and like very. It reminds me of like the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's so nice.
Oh my God, you made the face like that was such an insult. And I
no, that was like I was honored. Honored. I love that show and I love
like
her.
You give Jackie O to me.
Oh, I don't know if that was too loud for the microphone. Thank you. Jackie
the sound waves are all over the place.
Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, Jackie O. Mm-hmm. Oh, like just any like I was born to be the wife of a politician.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's those Connecticut roots that you have.
Yes. I love a headband. Give me a headband. I'm a happy girl. Mm-hmm. I'm a happy girl.
Did I show you the giant bow that I bought from you?
No. For your head?
Yeah. So, where else would it go?
I don't know. On the wall?
No.
I just assumed.
I bought a giant bow hair clip from Anthropology the other day because I was like, oh, I just want to, like, expand my, my fashion kind of choices. You know, I wanted to, like, go outside the box. So I went out. It was for my friend's birthday, and I wore this big-ass bow. And it happens to be, like, an ivory satin color.
Yeah, like a bridal-y bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had 3 women that night come up to me and ask me if I was going out for my bridal shower.
Oh, no.
And I have a problem. Yeah. And I have a problem with this for multiple reasons.
Okay, hit me.
First, do I look old enough to be getting married?
Absolutely not. You look like you're 20 years old.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I also just think you're the most beautiful woman in the whole world, or whatever.
Shut your mouth right
Okay.
now. Second of all, this was at like a gross ass dive bar. You think if I was going on my bridal shower, I would take my girls like
Yeah.
like you think that's just like saying, "Oh, you have no class?" Cool.
Where did you go? Where were you?
I don't even remember the name of the bar. It was Down the Hatch.
Oh my god, doesn't sound like a place for a bridal shower.
It's not. It's actually underground.
Yeah.
And there are built-in beer pong tables
Yeah.
in the back.
Sounds like Down the Hatch is like what pirates would call the basement of a ship.
Yeah.
That they're like
Or
going
like-
to get drunk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like if they catch a prisoner, they're like,
Go down the hatch.
it's like walking the plank.
Yes.
Actually,
yes.
their neighbor restaurant is Walk the Plank.
You know, I went to a camp when I was growing up, a sailing camp in this like place in Canada. And if you were, this is a
Of course,
gross
you went
story.
to sailing camp.
I know, I'm such a fucking asshole.
Of course, you did.
But we can cut this story if it's too disgusting.
Okay.
But if you were late, all the counselors had to shovel the goose poo into this like swamp. If you were late, you had to walk the plank over the goose poo swamp. And if you fell in, you fell in.
What?
I just feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Yes.
Did people actually fall in?
I never witnessed anybody falling in. I just think that's like hazing at its truest.
It is.
Yeah.
That totally is.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I had some crazy times though going to sailing camp. I remember I was in a 3-person boat. Was it like Pico or something? If sailing people listening, I don't remember. I was little. But it was a 3-man boat, and I was like 11. And one girl got really seasick, and then one girl got hit over the head really hard with the boom.
Oh my God.
So I ended up manning this 3-person sailboat with just myself, and we had to bring it in because there was a tornado warning and the waves became crazy, and we capsized at least once. Oh, easily like one of the scarier moments of my
That's actually
young person
How
life.
old were you?
11.
11?
11. I never went back to sailing camp after that, though.
I don't blame you. I think that's so traumatizing. My mom got hit with the boom of our sailboat.
Ow. Did you ever scuba dive?
No, but I've always, well, okay. I was about to say I've always wanted to, but it's really, really terrifying notion to me.
Really? Like, is the ocean scary to you?
The ocean is terrifying. Like something about being that deep. Like I can snorkel.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
manage that. And I like swimming. I can swim in the ocean, but something about like, I think I've seen 47 meters down too many times.
Is that the one with Mandy Moore?
Maybe?
Where she's stuck in the cage with a shark?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Mandy Moore in that movie? Maybe not.
You know, if you said it, I believe it.
Mandy Moore was totally in that
She was-
movie.
Yeah, I love her.
Love her. That's
Or
my
was it
Rapunzel.
Alexandra Daddario? I feel like she's in one of those weird,
Probably.
scary movies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
have you been scuba diving?
I have. I'm scuba dived certified. There are certain signals that you use when you scuba dive. And when you touch your throat, that means that you're out of oxygen. And I forgot about that. And my throat just really hurt, like really bad. So I signaled at my throat. I was like, ugh.
Oh no.
And then the dive master started sharing oxygen with me. And he came up and I was like, my throat hurts. And then they gave me a whiteboard for the rest of...
They didn't trust you.
No, they're like, she's too fucking chatty. You have to give her a whiteboard for when she's under the water, because otherwise she can't communicate.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know Michael is scuba diving certified. Nikki is
cool.
scuba diving. Everyone's a scuba diving certified person, and I just well, something that I would love to talk to you about actually.
Okay.
Speaking of us not being super close friends until recently, I don't know anything about your personal experience freshman and sophomore year of college in I know it's a big question of college in New York City, but like nightlife, social life, what?
Yeah.
give me a synopsis of like how it was for you, because I had a crazy time.
Yeah.
Personally.
You did. And I remember watching that on Instagram and being like, oh, yes, Grace, living her best life. I want to be her friend. Circling back. Freshman year of college was like the most depressing hellscape of a year for me, because I lived at home. I lived in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, you were a commuter student.
Yeah, and I commuted in for my I didn't have any in-person classes first semester because it was COVID times. It was like peak of COVID times. And then second semester I had acting with our like the acting teacher. I don't know if I can say her name on here.
I don't know. Will we get sued?
I don't know. I feel like she'd watch it.
I would be honored.
Yeah, no, she's fucking awesome.
I would be honored if she watched it.
Okay, well then I'll say acting with Miss Tina.
Tina, I love you.
Tina, you're the best.
And I'm also really scared of you, but like in a super like you know,
like you're
bow
hot
down
and
to
successful,
you
and I want to be you.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I had acting with Tina, and then I had a communications class at 8 in the morning. It was an 8 a.m. class, and I commuted in from Connecticut for it, so I was up at 5 a.m.
God bless you.
And I would like stay after Tina's acting class, and we had this thing called collab. I don't know if you touched on it on the podcast.
I didn't, and I don't think I will.
No, it was horrible. I had collab, and Matt and I would always Zoom into collab together. He was like...
Is that how you guys like became friends?
So we became friends. It was so serendipitous. We were in the same orientation group. Oh, I have to burp.
It's okay. I burped so much during the last podcast, like straight into the mic.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying that
I'll
that's
burp
what
into
you...
the mic next time.
But yeah, next
if
time.
that's the standard, I'll
please
burp into the mic. And we went, because he'd never been to like go look at Broadway marquees. So we went down and we looked, because
so wholesome.
Mean Girls the musical was like his favorite musical, so we went down and we looked at the Mean Girls marquee. And then we went, oh my god, we went to the Starlight Diner. Is that what it's called? It's right
Ellen's Stardust
Diner. We went in like the peak of COVID, and it was just us in the restaurant.
Were they still singing?
They were.
With
They were still
masks
singing.
on?
They were still singing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome, and that's how we became friends. And so his friendship was like a real saving grace. My whole freshman year, it was like my one tether to Fordham, and we've been close, obviously, ever since. And then summer after freshman year, I finally moved to the city. I moved into that apartment up on like Upper West Side by Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
And it was like my first time experiencing like going out in New York, and it was like only Hell's Kitchen. I only went out in Hell's Kitchen because like that is my neighborhood.
Isn't that like such a cute? I kind of love that we have that little like. There's like a 10-block radius of like, and they're all gay bars. It's like it's like the safest possible little neighborhood that you could send your 18, 19-year-old kid off into. Yeah. And like I feel like everybody has that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm experiencing all of New York City for everything it has to offer.
This is what it's like.
This is what I've always dreamed about.
Yeah. So when did that dream shatter for you?
Oh, maybe when I realized I just like didn't love going out. In that way. I think it was probably like junior year. I just would so much rather like I get so much joy from bringing like my people together in a space, and like when we do Harry Potter nights with all of our friends, or like I hosted a murder mystery party 2 years ago, and we like wrote the whole thing, and we wrote up all the characters.
God, I wish that we were close at that time, because you are a superstar host.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, you seriously are. It's like you said, you're born to be a politician's wife, and I was not. Like, I love the idea of it, but I get super, super anxious about it, and I like have a horrible time. Yeah. But I just admire your ability to what was it, the Christmas holiday party where you put like cheese and salami out in the shape of a candy cane, and I just wanted to jump off the roof. It was amazing in the best way. Like, thank you. You're not real.
Oh my god, no, I feel the same way about you.
Have you always wanted to be an actor? Is that like always something that you've...
Yes.
Really?
I mean, except for that like small stint in like the first grade when I wanted to be a figure skater.
Yeah, for sure.
But like that was never. I just wanted to wear pretty costumes, and I've always wanted to wear pretty costumes.
Who hasn't wanted to be a figure skater?
It's true. They're so pretty and effortless, and they fly through the air. How do they do that?
I don't know. Have you ever seen Blades of Glory?
Never.
Shut your mouth.
Never seen it.
Shut your mouth.
I know about it. It's like Will Ferrell and Owen Wilson.
Is it Owen Wilson?
I don't know.
That would make sense. It is.
It's Mandy Moore.
Yeah, it's actually Mandy Moore.
It's
and there's a shark. I want to be there when you watch it for the first time because
let's have a Blades of Glory watch night.
Because I made Vic watch Zoolander.
I was there.
Yeah, and I remember that so much.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was the three of us.
There was
in our apartment.
Fuck.
And I remember we weren't super close yet.
Yeah, no, we weren't. And
Yeah.
I was one of those people that like put on the movie, and I was like,
oh yeah.
It's okay.
You know what drives me crazy? Pedro doesn't like Anchorman. Doesn't think it's funny. Love my boyfriend. His name is Pedro. He doesn't like Anchorman.
talk about that.
Right? No, isn't that weird? Because Anchorman is one of the funniest movies of all time.
Funny?
He doesn't think it's funny. It's not his sense of humor, which I can respect. Oh.
Oh. What is his sense of humor, if not that? Like, what's a funny movie that he likes?
I
feel like
think.
For him, it would be like, a documentary on Stanislavski.
Probably.
I love you, Pedro. But
Love you so much. Yeah, it would be like Chekhov's Three Sisters is his favorite comedy. No, I just can't think of what it is. He has a wonderful sense of humor.
He does. He's really funny.
Like old people and children coughing is the funniest thing in the world. You know, and like how old people and children have like really wet coughs.
Yeah.
Like, he thinks
the iPad kid cough.
So funny. He thinks it's so. And Desmond Benjamin. Have you seen Desmond Benjamin?
No.
The Walmart kid on TikTok. I'll send it to you.
Oh my god.
He thinks
please
Desmond
do.
Benjamin is hilarious.
Noted. Okay. Well, yes, I definitely want to show you Blades of Glory.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like Zoolander, I'm sure that you will like Blades of Glory because it's very much up the same alley. Hello.
Hello.
That's okay. You can come on in. Don't even worry about it.
Beautiful, Nikki.
You guys want to pop in on the podcast?
Can I pop in?
Fuck yeah. We've already mentioned you because we were talking about scuba diving earlier.
Yes. We should go
Yeah.
scuba diving together.
And I was like, I hate my roommate. She also scuba dives. This is my roommate. Everybody, you know her because... Hey.
She is so beautiful.
I know. I hate her. She's
Fairy
gorgeous.
princess.
And so... Oh my god, you know what's cool is like one day she's gonna be really, really famous.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to be like
Yeah.
in episode 2 of my podcast that I started.
And you're also going to be really, really famous is the cool thing.
And so will you.
Thank you. The three of us. We'll be like a girl group.
That would be sick.
So cool. I mean, like we all knew each other in college. It's like Gwyneth Paltrow and Kerry Washington went to high school together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
And Kerry Washington said like, yeah, she's always been Gwyneth Paltrow.
I like how you say her name. Paltrow.
Paltrow? How do you say it?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, I might be pronouncing it wrong.
I think I might be.
Potato.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
I don't either.
I don't.
Some people really do, though.
I just don't know how that's possible.
I believe, like...
I guess you can fall in love with their appearance.
Yeah,
You can be like,
right?
that's exactly what I
Yeah.
want appearance-wise.
I
But
think-
how are you supposed to know what they're like?
The idea is, like, you see someone or someone enters into a room and you can instantly, like, energetically...
Feel it?
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I'm with the love of my life. And I don't like. I saw him for the first time. I was like, holy shit, that's a sexy guy. But it wasn't like, oh, this is the man I'm gonna marry. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's no way to know.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe I did think that, but I was just like, shut the fuck up, Dylan. Who knows? The relationship that I'm in now, because, you know, like, we moved in together very quickly. And I, you know, when I was thinking about it, I was like, if you took away everything, if you took away, like, how attracted I am to him, if you took away, like, the deep love that I have for him, everything, the base level of, like, how we operate as a partnership is so strong. Like, if we went on The Amazing Race, Grace, that rhymed, we would dominate. Like, we would kill it.
It is so funny that you bring that up, because in the last podcast, I asked Christina if she would ever do The Amazing Race with me, because I consider her my twin flame for life.
Oh, wonderful.
And I love you, Michael, but, you know?
Yeah.
And she said absolutely not.
What?
But for her, it was more like, she doesn't enjoy physical activity.
I see. Yeah. No, if you went on The Amazing Race, you'd have to train.
Yeah.
I actually am I am going to get my American citizenship to get on The Amazing Race.
I know somebody who was on The Amazing Race.
No fucking way.
She was my realtor. My family's realtor, and her husband.
Stop it. You can drag Christina onto The Amazing Race, and then you can compete against Pedro and I.
And we'll lose.
Yeah, you'll be crushed.
And then, yeah, because chances are you guys are going to be like super tactical, really figuring out your shit. Yeah. Christina and I are going to find a pub somewhere in whatever country that we're in and never leave.
You guys will probably make for much better TV, though.
We would be great on TV. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys would work too well.
Yeah, they'd be like, they wouldn't give us any screen time, and then we'd like,
you'd be
come out from underneath and win.
Yeah, you'd be a well-oiled machine, and then you'd pull out last second. And
yeah, or they'd like give us roadblocks so that they could get us off the show because we're not making it entertaining enough. Okay, I have a question. Is it okay that I ask a question?
Yeah.
if you weren't dating Michael, like say before Michael, would you have ever had gone?
What?
Would you have ever gone on like a reality dating show, like The Bachelor or Love Is Blind or Love Island or any of those?
Oh, that's a great question, because I've considered it. Only in the sense that I think, okay, so I would go on one of those shows for completely the wrong reasons. I would go on because, like, any man that would sign up for that show is not the love of my life.
No.
I just know it.
Yeah.
But if I could go on there and just stir the pot.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
I could just go on there and, like, just fuck shit up, you know?
Oh, I love that.
Cause so much, like, so toxic, but I would just love to cause drama that makes no sense, that nobody understands.
Yeah.
Like, who is this crazy girl and where did they find her?
Yes. It's like this season of The Bachelor. It's driving me crazy. The drama's coming out from absolutely nowhere.
It's terrible, but I would be Sydney.
And then
I would, like, pick someone and then completely falsify everything and be like, this is the worst person that I've ever met in my entire life.
This person shit in my bed.
Because it's really
And
funny.
there's no way to prove it.
Yeah.
Because the cameras aren't in the bedroom with you.
There you go.
She shit in my bed.
Yeah.
Everyone's protecting her. She's a liar.
Like the worst thing ever, but yeah, because I just, wouldn't it just be fun?
Yeah.
And then, you know, you leave the show, whatever, and then that's immortalized forever on TV.
I think about the people who have, like, there was a woman who was a villain on The Bachelor a couple of seasons ago who was like a news reporter. I was like, how is anyone gonna take you seriously or be able to watch you on TV without thinking of you being, like, stranded on an island crying? Like, the happy couple rode off in a helicopter, and she was, like, sat on the island.
I remember
crying.
this. I remember this season.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, if I wasn't an actor, I would. I definitely couldn't do it now that I'm trying to, like, have a respectable reputation.
Yeah, fair.
But would you?
I don't know. I don't think so. My mom said she'd disown me if I went on The Bachelor, but I guess I'm, like, a grown woman, so it doesn't really matter. Damn. I don't know. I don't think so. I think if I was trying to become an influencer,
Yeah.
because like my dream is to be an influencer and like get sent a ton of PR and then do like unboxings from Ralph Lauren, like that one girl on TikTok who just has like
I love that.
like Ralph Lauren and La Mer and like for Love and Lemons just like sends her PR for every holiday.
Yeah.
Like I want to know what Ralph Lauren would be sending me for St. Patty's Day. Are you kidding? I feel the whiskey in my brain.
It's infiltrated my brain.
Infiltrated my brain. Like, what's that movie with joy and anger? Inside Out.
But it's all whiskey. All of the characters.
The one emotion is whiskey.
All of the characters are just whiskey. And they're having a great time.
They're just
Get it,
in
get
my
it,
brain.
go. Not a thought. Not a thought. Something I did want to talk about. Well, I have so many things, but something I wanted to touch on. Do you have any like? I'm phrasing this as a question because I have an answer.
Okay.
I want to give.
I do that all the time.
Any icks that you have acquired over time that like you can't necessarily justify or explain, but they just are like so visceral for you?
I have turnoffs. I don't know if I have icks.
Okay.
Like a huge turnoff for me is a super picky eater.
What's the difference?
Like I feel like an ick is like something, it's like how you phrased it, like something that you see and you can't quite explain why it's unattractive.
I see.
Like if someone like has bad posture, I feel like that's
An ick.
an ick.
Yeah.
Like if someone's slouching over really far, that's an ick. Or if someone's like chasing like a paper that's caught in a gust of wind, that's an ick. But if
And I never quite get it.
yeah, but if it's like someone's habits or a part of their personality, I feel like that's a turn off. Like
If it's who they are.
yeah, if it's just fundamental to the core of themselves as a human being. Like I think if a man is a super super picky eater.
It's so funny you say that because one of mine is if he's vegan.
Oh, that's so real. That's so. Why are you?
What?
I was gonna show why are you vegan as a man, but I didn't know if Tyler was a vegan.
He's not. Nikki's half.
Yeah.
Half vegan
If a
now?
woman
I
is a
don't know.
vegan, it's hot. It's hot. And
I
it's clean
agree.
for their body. If
Yes.
a man is a vegan, why?
Right. Like eat some meat.
Eat some meat. Eat some meat.
Eat some meat.
Just do it.
A little bit of protein. It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural.
Would you protect me in a bear fight?
No.
You'd side with the bear.
I actually really do believe if I fought a bear, I'd win. I am like freakishly strong. Not to toot my own horn. I'm like a really, really strong, like physically strong person.
I believe that.
I could take down a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would bet on you
100%.
in a bear fight.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But what are your icks other than being vegan?
Well, the reason I phrased this question was because I was waiting at a coffee shop the other day for my coffee. And so we're like, members of the opposite gender.
Right, sure.
And something about watching a man in like a liminal space waiting and then like, going on his phone because he doesn't want to look anywhere. He doesn't really know what to do, but when he's on his phone, he's like not actually doing anything.
It's just like scrolling back and forth.
Disgusting.
Interesting.
My ovaries just
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like
I have no explanation.
That links. You like a confident man. You like a man that's not like scared to take up space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Do you have any other ones?
Oh, ooh. When a man is on the subway and he's like listening to music and like slightly bobbing his head, and he doesn't even know it's happening.
Yeah, it's not in his control, but it's disgusting.
It's the worst thing, like jail
Yeah.
time.
No, yeah,
Jail
I
time.
agree. Jail time or psych ward? Which one?
Jail time for that. Psych ward for the pants situation.
The pants situation. Yes, because that was an active choice. Like, you got up in the morning and
There's no way you don't know that your pants are too short. Also, when guys have inverted butts,
what does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's an inverted butt?
It's when it's basically like negative butt. Like, it's not even like a flat butt. It's like you can't possibly imagine that there's anything there behind the jean, because it scares me.
Yeah, there's like a crevice.
You know,
like
it's
the
like
moon.
I don't know how to explain it.
Like a man with a tiny butt.
I just want to know that it's like there.
Yeah, sure, and it's not just a hole. It's not just like a black hole that exists on
That would be terrifying. So we're good. We got it. Switching gears here, because I know something that I said we would talk about, and I would love to talk about, is like cultural, like pop culture moments of like the week and such. Because I'm so bad at them.
Okay. Get ready for me to talk your ear off, Miss Walworth.
I'm ready. Your voice it's like a million angels giving me tiny kisses.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome. It's true.
I've always felt like I have an annoying voice.
No, you have the most buttery, beautiful, deep voice I've ever heard in my life.
So kind.
So I was listening to Ayo Adebri's interview from the Emmys after The Bear won.
Yes.
And did you hear it at all?
Her interview? I don't think
Or
so.
it was like everybody in the cast was there, but that she was talking for the specific moment.
I don't think so.
I love it because it's exactly what I feel like I would do, or I hope that I would do if asked this question. The interviewer was like, you know, if you could go back and talk to your younger self, like, what would you say? And she was like, well, I wouldn't, because time travel isn't possible. And I've never been visited by my future self, so I have no reason to believe that I could go do that. So I wouldn't have anything to say.
Yeah.
I was like,
love her.
You could tell that the interviewer had no idea what to do with that information.
Yeah.
And it was just so her, and I mean, facts.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to be her best friend.
I want to be her best friend too. I think she's so effortlessly cool. Did you see the photo of her meeting Prince William? Her just being like, I feel like, honestly, that is how you would be if you met Prince
Probably. I'm so for God willing, one day I make it to like red carpets and stuff like that, and I'm on camera.
Yeah.
I am so terrified for what my face does that I don't recognize.
Oh my god, I have such an expressive face too. I was told by like teachers in high school to be like, paint it down. Like, I can tell what you're thinking on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No poker face.
Not at all, but I love that because it makes us good actors.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Expressive. Another thing about Ayo Adebri recently in the news that I think is so funny is that she was, I think, on a podcast talking about how J-Lo can't sing. And then she hosted SNL for the first time with J-Lo.
Oh my god. Wait, I think I know this. All right, I heard about this, and she like profusely apologized backstage.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Oh, I think she did. I think she like apologized backstage to J-Lo, and J-Lo was like, "It's okay."
Did you hear about all the J-Lo stuff that's happening recently though? About like her movie and her album?
No, I mean I know that she has a movie coming out, but
no, it's come out, but nobody's watching it. So, or maybe they are. I feel like I feel bad talking about celebrities because what if one day they're my coworkers? But like, whatever. Who cares?
I know I'm gonna be canceled one day for something. So
eventually,
if it be this,
yeah, whatever. But J-Lo released an album, and along with the album released like a visual music video movie to go along with it.
Did you hear that?
I did. Glook, glook. That's what it sounded like. It's on your crotch.
It is on my crotch. Thank you for...
Anyway, The music video movie was really bad. It was like she was a factory worker, but in the factory, it was like she was saving her own heart. And then all of a sudden, she was in an AA meeting because she was addicted to love. And then she started like grinding in the AA meeting, and she was singing like, "I'm alive." I don't know. And then she released a documentary about making this musical movie because nobody wanted to fund her musical movie. Mm-hmm. So she paid for it with $20 million out of her own pocket. Everyone's like, only J-Lo is this obsessed with J-Lo.
$20 million.
$20 million.
I'm really excited for Beyonce's album.
Dude. It's like a pop girl. I was listening to 16 Carriages on the way here, like bopping my... We went to a Soul Cycle class that was Beyonce Rihanna themed, and I think I actually transcended this universe.
Yeah. Watching you in Soul Cycle is it's like you and Mia are so robotic in the best way. But like it's like, you know how like you watch the Just Dance dancers and you're like, I'll never get it, but I'll try my best. That's like what it's like watching you guys because you're so fucking good at it. And it's like in my brain, that's never ever, that's something I can't reach. I don't know how you do it.
I just do it a lot, and it's just because I do it for free. Yeah. That's the only reason. But I always have a lot of fun going with you. I just like spending time with you, Grace.
I like spending time with you too.
Grace and I go on a lot of hot girl walks.
We do.
And it's my favorite thing ever. I love to hot girl walk.
My favorite thing is at the end of each one, we're like, did I overshare? Did I say too much? Do you hate me? And we're both like, no, it's okay.
Did I overshare? Did I say too much? Did you hate me? Yeah. And we never do.
Never do.
No. But it's wonderful to be cognizant of those things because it means we're good people.
Yeah.
Unless I said too much about J-Lo. I'm sorry, J-Lo.
I'm
sorry, J-Lo. You're beautiful. I've never tried J-Lo beauty. It looks awesome.
She has a beauty brand?
Yeah, nobody knows about it. But I just know about it because on the shuttle to Grand Central, it was all J-Lo beauty themed for like a year.
Love.
Yeah.
She knew how to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were telling me about you were like, I was telling you earlier that I wanted to talk about pop culture stuff, and you were like, oh, do you want to talk about the Ariana Grande interview? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, it's crazy. So she's done a couple of interviews with this guy Zach. I want to say his name is Zach. I'm sorry, Zach. And so she just did a recent interview just addressing the whole scandal. You know about the whole scandal, right? No, you must. Wait, with Ethan Slater, SpongeBob?
I thought she was dating him.
Yeah.
What's the scandal?
Wait, do you not know how that relationship started?
Clearly not.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Okay, so basically, Ethan Slater, famed for playing SpongeBob in the Broadway musical SpongeBob the Musical.
My crotch is still wet.
Can you tell I'm drunk? So he was married to his high school sweetheart of 10 years, and they had a baby together. And 8 months, I don't know the specific timeline, don't come for me, Ethan Slater. 8 months after they had the baby, whatever, he starts doing the Wicked movie. Allegedly. I don't know where I have to say allegedly to keep from being sued.
Like I said, 5 views tops.
Sure.
Don't worry about it.
And then he starts doing the Wicked movie. He's playing Bach. You're familiar with Wicked.
Yes. Yeah.
He's playing Bach in the Wicked movie. And him and Ariana Grande start up a fling. Ethan Slater's wife comes to set, brings the baby. Ariana Grande holds the baby, and it's like, oh, I can't wait to be a mother one day. All of a sudden, Ariana Grande files for divorce from Dalton Gomez. He files for divorce from his wife, Lily. I need to slow down. And then Lily, the wife, comes out and is basically like, Ariana Grande is not a girl's girl. She held my baby, and now she's fucking my husband. You know, not word for word.
But pretty much.
And they're living together in New York, I'm pretty sure. And he's in Spamalot. And you know what, Ari girl, I saw him in Spamalot. I get it. But doesn't mean you should home wreck a family.
Oh my god.
And she got a lot of hate online, like a lot of hate. And her response, did you hear her most recent song? Yes. Yes. And did you hear it? She did a mashup with Mariah Carey recently. It was atrocious.
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was fine. It was like a kind of like a pop girl anthem. And she did a music video to it where she kind of slayed in like a Bob Fosse kind of way. And it was basically just being like, why do you care so much whose dick I ride? Yeah. And everyone was like, well, maybe because that dick just produced a baby like a year ago. And she also has like a pattern of this. Like she home wrecked her relationship with Mac Miller. Naya Rivera in her memoir was like how Sean something, I don't know his name, cheated on her with Ariana Grande. Pete Davidson's ex, Cassie David, they went on a break for 3 days, and then all of a sudden him and Ariana Grande were in the tabloids. Like, she has a pattern of this. She even released that song Break Up With Your Girlfriend Because I'm Bored. Basically, that's all the context. She just did a damage control interview trying to spin it like, the tabloids do this to women. They just like, they try and pick and choose who to take down and who to like limit information about. And it's like, no, the ex-wife actually came out and like provided receipts and information. So
Damn.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. So
Yeah.
I knew none of this.
Yeah. Was that clear? Was I clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I followed. That
Okay,
was
good.
crazy town though. I think. Ooh. Ugh. I watched. Have you ever seen House Bunny?
Yes. What does she say? What is the name?
She always talks like this.
I don't remember what her name.
Emma.
Yeah, she's like Emma. This is how I remember names. Emma.
She's so good, and I feel so bad for her.
I know.
Chris Pratt left her for a Schwarzenegger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know so many things.
I do. So
Just
much
wanna
of
be inside your brain.
So much of my brain is taken up by pop culture facts, and it could be taken up by like balancing chemistry equations, and it's not.
But hey, you know what? Like, would you be happy?
No.
No.
Probably not. I'd actually probably be miserable.
Miserable.
Yeah,
So sad.
Yeah, I'd be like Vanessa Hudgens in High School Musical, Gabriella Montez. Good God.
I was in High School Musical, the musical, in high school. You want to know who I played?
Can I guess?
Yeah. You're not going to guess.
Okay, which makes me think it's not Gabriella or Sharpay. So I'm gonna say, what's the best friend of Gabriella? Okay, well, it's not her because you don't remember her name. Okay, I'm gonna say Sharpay.
Ooh. I wish.
Oh.
Martha.
No,
My
you didn't.
one
No, you
line.
didn't.
My one line. No, actually, I had a couple lines.
Okay.
I had like max 8 lines through the whole thing.
Okay.
I like to pop and lock and jam and break.
No.
I was a freshman in high school. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
oh my God.
Okay.
The thing that I want to end with,
Okay.
because we're on the with the topic of don't look at my computer screen.
I won't. I can't see anything. I actually can't read. Fun fact about me.
I had the same thing happen the last time I filmed this. I said to Christina, don't look at my computer screen. She was like, I can't read.
I feel like she and I would get along very well.
Yes. I want you guys to be, I want to put you in a room and lock you in there together
let's
for
do
like
it.
multiple hours.
Awesome.
But that's tangential. Gwyneth goes skiing.
Gwyneth goes skiing. I don't know enough about it.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, the musical?
It's a play with music.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like
But yes.
Peter and the Starcatcher.
Yes. I addressed it as a musical in my last podcast because I did not research it past one article that was very, very vague.
Okay.
But it went up in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and it is now coming to there was like so many news outlets were like, it's coming to Broadway.
Broadway.
And it's really going up at like a regional theater in Utah.
Oh my God. Gwyneth.
In Park City.
She's going skiing.
She's going skiing.
She's going to ski, and no one can stop her.
No one can fucking stop her. And you know what? Darren Criss.
Is he playing the ski?
One of them.
Who's the other skier? Is it Isaac Powell? Darren Chris and Isaac Powell are the two skiers.
It's Josh Gad.
Josh Gad and Darren Chris.
No, I will say Darren Chris is like he has
Is he
he has a
attached?
voiceover in it. Like Variety and Playbill have posted this.
Oh my god.
So I think that we should go to Park City, Utah,
Okay, yeah.
host
Go
a
skiing?
podcast from there.
Oh my god.
Go
Live
skiing.
report Gwyneth goes skiing. Can
Yeah.
I come back?
Yes, you can be a recurring. I suppose I will allow it.
Awesome. Thank you. I really do feel like I have too much power with a microphone in my hands. I'm living for every single second of it.
Why do you think I started this podcast in the first place? I was like, I need a platform where I can just talk and listen to myself speak.
Absolutely wonderful. I love listening to you talk, Grace.
I love listening to you talk. I have to pee.
I have to pee so fucking
so
bad.
badly.
I don't know if it's just because of the alcohol.
It's like a lot of liquid.
I don't know if I became like progressively unintelligible throughout this podcast episode. If I did, I'm so sorry.
No, you made perfect sense the whole time.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much for being a
To
guest.
be a guest. I love to be a guest.
And you will be back as a guest.
When we go to Park City, Utah to watch Gwyneth go ski.
Yeah, and you know what? I bet you she's gonna ski. And also at the end of the play with music, they ask you to vote
On what?
on who's guilty.
Who's guilty and who's
Like,
innocent?
who wins the trial.
Gwyneth wins every time.
Duh.
The woman who invented the "What Does My Vagina Smell Like" candle, she wins every time.
She wins every
That
single
makes my heart.
time.
Much like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go both pee
At the
and
same
at the
time.
same time. Oh,
We're not gonna do
we're not
that.
gonna do it,
No.
but I would. Anyway, thank you for watching / listening, or just maybe putting this on in the background while you cook dinner. This is it, and I guess we're done.
Bye.